Hey there, friends. Damon Day here, the new get out of debt guy. Steve's off doing whatever wise old guys do when they're not behind the mic. So today, it's just you and me. And I want to hit you with a question most people never see coming. Everyone says, I just want to be debt-free. They say it like it's the magic ticket to happiness. But what if I told you that being debt-free might actually be one of the biggest financial fantasies we've been sold? Let me introduce you to Anthony. He was 42, the kind of guy who budgeted with spreadsheets and brewed coffee that tasted like cardboard and commitment. He didn't drive flashy, he didn't dine out, didn't subscribe to anything he couldn't cancel in 30 seconds. He had one goal: crush every ounce of debt. He listened to the gurus, read every blog, even practiced yelling, "I'm debt-free!" in the shower. Sorry, neighbors. Funny thing is, the echo always came back with questions. Now, he had a plan. Credit cards, gone. Car loan, gone. Mortgage, he was throwing every spare dime at it like it was his arch nemesis. For 5 years, he lived like he was prepping for a money apocalypse. No movies, no trips, no investing, no safety net, just zero. That was the dream. And one day, he did it. But then the furnace died. The emergency fund he didn't build, well, let's just say the credit cards weren't gone for long. In one swipe, it all came rushing back. Debt, stress, shame, like a bad sequel nobody asked for. And here's the gut punch. Anthony won the game and still felt like he lost. So let's talk real for a second. Getting out of debt is an absolutely awesome goal. But making it your only goal? That's like working out 7 days a week and never drinking water. If you're skipping retirement savings just to pay off a mortgage early, you're not being smart, you're being stuck. Because here's the deal. You can't outpay time. And time is your money's best friend. It compounds, it multiplies, it makes your lazy little dollars hustle while you sleep. But if you burn years of growth just to hit zero, you're not winning. You're just delaying your future. So let's reframe debt. Now, I know this might sound weird coming from the get out of debt guy, but debt isn't evil. It's not the devil. It's a tool. It's a trade. You're trading tomorrow's effort for today's need. And here's something nobody talks about because it doesn't sell books or clickbait headlines. The real definition of debt. It's not just loans. Debt is any obligation you've committed your future time, energy, or money to. Your mortgage? That's obvious. Your car payment? Sure. But your cell phone bill? Yep. Because you're agreeing to pay it month after month with money you haven't even earned yet. Taxes? Insurance? Streaming subscriptions? Utilities? Yeah, those are all debts. You're promising your future labor or assets to cover them. Even if you're retired and living off investments, guess what? Every time you sell part of that portfolio to cover expenses, you're borrowing against your future potential. You're sacrificing compound growth. That's debt. It's just disguised. Nobody lives without debt. That debt-free dream, it's a big, fat myth. For Jasmine, a single mom trying to juggle rent, food, and her kid's school laptop, even a $30 phone plan is a future debt. For Mike, who just retired, pulling from savings for groceries, it's a debt. He's borrowing from his future comfort. The real question isn't, how do we owe nothing? It's, how do I owe on purpose? How do I align my money and my obligations with what I value most? Because trying to eliminate every single payment doesn't make you free. It makes you fragile. And that's really not a win. Now, remember Anthony from earlier? Well, he got there eventually. He stopped chasing perfection and started chasing peace. He kept the mortgage, started investing again, built up savings, took his wife to Cabo, and didn't even feel guilty for ordering the guac. And for the first time in years, he actually slept. Not because he owed nothing, but because he finally owed with intention. So next time someone says, man, the goal is to be totally debt-free, give them a grin and ask, or is the goal to actually live free? Because freedom, it's not a number. It's knowing your money's working for you, not just getting rid of what you owe. It's balance. It's breathing room. It's not being owned by your money story anymore. And that echo Anthony used to hear in the shower, turns out it wasn't cheering. It was asking, what now? So if this episode hit home, do me a solid, boop that like button, subscribe, and send this to a friend who's stressing over the scoreboard. And if you're ready to ditch the guilt, get some clarity, and build a life that's actually free, head over to getoutofdebt.org. Everything you need, it's right there waiting for you. If you've ever chased that zero or crashed into it, I'd love to hear your story. Drop a comment, send a message. Let's talk about it. You're not alone. Till next time, I'm Damon Day. Stay smart, be kind, and don't forget, peace.
Got a money question keeping you up at night? Well, don't just Google it. Get real answers from real people who actually know what they're talking about. Head to getoutofdebt.org/podcast to ask your question, and you might hear it on an upcoming episode. But hey, if you'd rather keep it private, Damon Day has your back. Visit DAMONDAY.com because getting out of debt is easier with the right help. That's getoutofdebt.org/podcast, where smart money questions lead to smarter money moves.